You say that you're in favor of a 4-week paid leave policy for all full-time workers, and you say it's a mandatory 4-week paid leave policy. So can you explain what you mean by that?
Well, so I think it was, it's like there were projections that our work weeks would get shorter and shorter over time as we became more productive, and people were projecting like a 15-hour work week. But unfortunately, that's gone the other direction. And studies have shown that it's not necessarily that our productivity is in lockstep with the amount of time we spend. And so I think that a certain amount of time off, and I would exempt various small businesses and the rest of it that, that it might somehow be disruptive to your operations. But generally speaking, I think time off is good for people. It's good for organizations. It's good for processes. Like when I ran a company, I would tell people to take time off, and they would never do it. And they wouldn't do it because I wasn't doing it. And then when I realized, okay, I get it, I need to do it, and then you will do it. And then lo and behold, I think like I'd come back refreshed and with like a different outlook or new ideas, and the same would happen for them. And so to me, it's a good way for an organization to have to like evolve and adapt so that it's not like you have to be on the like firing line or the front line all the time.
I mean, listen, I would very much love to take 4 weeks of vacation this year. I highly doubt that I will, despite the Jewish holidays. I guess my question is, whenever you have the government sort of just creating goods, isn't that a damper on the economy? And also, aren't you going to get the same thing that you have with the tax code, where basically businesses just hire part-time workers? Businesses just decide that they're going to hire independent contractors. So they're not subject to such regulations.
Again, I mean, we'd have exemptions for people. So I'm sure that in your case, if you do not want to take 4 weeks, I'm sure you would not.
I'm a workaholic, yeah. What can I say?
Yeah, so, like the goal is not to somehow make it harder for businesses to operate. And I understand at the margins it might seem like that's the case. Like to me, it actually helps make organizations more sustainable and somewhat more organic.
So one of the other things that you've talked about is getting the government involved in sort of how we consume information. So you've talked about the Department of the Attention Economy, which would